Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a tea leaf reading, which I haven't done these in a while, so I'm very excited. So today we're going to be doing your future partner, your next relationship. This is going to be an 18 plus reading. So if you aren't 18 plus, then please click off this reading now. So we have 4 groups here. We're going to go into detail about who they are, their zodiac sign, everything like that. So we have 4 groups. I have 4 words for you guys to choose from. So we have a group number 1 with love. This is group number 1. Group number 2, we have held. Group number 3, we have heal. And group number 4, we have grace. So please choose your group that you are most drawn to. Group number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And let's get started with your reading. So let's get started with group number 1 with love. So, group number 1, hello, this is your reading. So, I just drank some tea. So, let's see what's going on. You have actually a lot going on, like generally in your life, you've got a lot going on. I feel like your attention is in like every single area at the moment. So I think you're going through a massive life transformation. Like I feel like you're being uplifted, like upheaval. I'm hearing uplifted, upheaval. And I feel as if I'm going to concentrate on your energy first because it's going to get me kind of like connected to the person. So I feel as if you guys are really wanting, that sounds really obvious, but you're really wanting a relationship. Like I'm seeing some of you work with horses, like you work on a farm. You have a lot of responsibility. There's somebody you're looking after in your life at the moment, whether it be a child, family member, friend. You're always the caretaker. And we have literally everything being lit up other than Mercury. So okay, so you're masculine. This kind of reminds me of you. So I am going to get some messages about your person as well, but this kind of reminds me of you in your life at the moment. So I feel as if you're kind of being chained to something. We have this this bit being lit up here with this chain, and it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of barbed wire. So I'm picking up that you're kind of restricted by masculines at the moment. So the person you're going to meet is after you have kind of unchained yourself from being manipulated by masculines, whether you're attracted to them in a partnership or not. Like it could be your own masculine side, like being more assertive. So the person you're going to meet is very much in the Sun region and Jupiter and Venus. So this person is really light-hearted, really genuine, really open. They remind me of like an Aries, a Leo, a Capricorn. And there's somebody who travels the world, like they love traveling the world. And there's somebody who really loves to just kind of, they're very connected to nature. Like they're very, very authentic, very, very natural. And I feel as if this person does need to connect to their intuition more. There's somebody who is going to bring you a lot of love, because we have the word love here, and this is a relationship. So in this plate here, we have this area being lit up. So we have fire, earth and water. So we have Sag, Capricorn and Pisces. There's mainly between Capricorn and Sag. So that's kind of what I'm feeling, is there's definitely a connection with somebody who's a fire and earth sign. They're most likely going to be Sag and Capricorn. There's somebody who's not fixed, like they're very mutable, very cardinal. They could have fixed in their Venus, but they're more connected to their like traveling and things like that. It feels like this person is definitely stuck traveling, like they want to travel, but they can't at the moment because of all the restrictions. And restrictions family as well. This person's going to send you a message. We have a couple of tea leaves on the message one. So this person's going to send you a message, and it's going to be very, very, what's the word? Fated. It's going to be really fated. You're somebody who also likes to have a drink. You like to relax a lot. You're somebody who likes to, I'm seeing you finding pleasure, like you have to seek it out. Sometimes it's really hard for you to get actually pleasure in your life, so you actually seek it out by drinking alcohol and things like that, or partying, or just kind of like you want to expand yourself more. Like you're somebody who's easygoing, like you're not somebody who gets tied down by your emotions or anything like that. This person's going to be exactly the same. There's somebody who doesn't get tied down by their emotions. There's somebody who is very, very authentic, and they're also somebody who really likes to play. They love playing. They love things that are very light-hearted. I don't see this person being super, super deep. They are, but they do struggle with depth. So that's going to be something that you're going to work with as well. And I do feel as if you might be tied to a certain way of being because you have grown up like that. The masculine in your family is quite dominant. The religion aspect of it is quite dominant as well. Like you're not kind of, like you're told to be a certain way, and this person's going to help you to come out of that. Religion has kind of ruled your life, and not in a positive way. It's kind of restricted you from being yourself. So you're somebody who definitely is going to get less attached to outcomes. I think you have grown up kind of being like this perfectionistic person, and you're somebody who you're learning to come away from that, like pulling away from it basically. But there's definitely something around Africa I'm picking up on. This person could be from Africa or South Africa. I'm picking up on like the middle of Africa. They could have come from there. I am seeing like Africa and then they're spreading out. So I don't think this person lives there. I think they are definitely a descendant from there. And I'm also picking up on Lebanon as well. Like I'm picking up on a lot of like places that begin with L, A and Q. I'm picking up on Queens as well. So I do see also you're somebody who gets quite comfortable in your career. So you definitely have to let go of, you have to kind of be more free. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like when you start to feel the niggle to kind of move away from your career, you definitely need to do that, because this person is also learning to do that. Like Capricorns can get quite stuck in their routine, but Sagittarius is not really. So it's really about your confidence around trusting the process. And because we have love, this is something that you're going to integrate into this relationship, is wholehearted, open communication and feeling really comfortable with each other. Like basically just being able to authentically speak your truth with this person. And love is something that has been very lacking from your life. And I don't want to say that it's fully lacking always, because we are love, like our love life is love all the time. But what I'm seeing is your family and connections that were close to you when you were a child, there was a lot of lacking in emotional stuff. So love is very, very important to you. Stability is super important. And having someone who supports every move you make, especially successfully, is very, very important to you. I do see both of you need to connect more to your Venus sign. Being more present in relationships is very, very important for both of you. You both can kind of like drift away from connections without really having any ties. So your kind of karma in connections, or lesson or learning, or whatever you want to call it, is to be grounded in relationships, like being more committed to yourself. And if you have any commitment issues, that may pop up. So that's something that you're going to work with yourself. And I feel as if you may use travel to kind of avoid things. So that's going to be something that you'll learn to do as well. It's basically like staying stuck, but not feeling stuck. It's like you're dedicating yourself to something you really love, but you're not feeling like it's tying you down. So basically finding something that really lights you up, and that's going to bring you towards a relationship. Like that's going to create this person, that's going to bring them into your life. And I'm seeing there is something else here. What is that? I'm seeing like this is a head and this is a body, and the body's being disconnected from the head. It's like a lot of the time you're not grounded in your body, and it can cause you to kind of struggle with communication and kind of direction in relationships. Like I definitely feel like, just to be blunt, you do struggle with other people and connecting to them because you haven't gone to that depth within yourself. And that's because a lot of the time your relationships have been very structured, very like non-emotional. So I do feel like part of your karma and connections is to connect more with open-hearted love by speaking more kindly to yourself, by doing things that light you up rather than things you have to do all the time. And things that you have to do can be fun as well. Like you can make things fun. It's just a balance. Like you got to do fun stuff as well as the things that you have to do in everyday life. And I'm picking up on garnet for you as a very strong crystal. This is very much about like being really in your body, but coming from a place of authenticity rather than, you may have had very transactional relationships and basically you are coming away from that. That's why we have Sag and Capricorn, because Sagittarius is a very open-hearted energy. It's very like fluid, and Capricorn is Capricorn is a cardinal, and Sag is a mutable. So these two signs, they don't get attached too easily, but they definitely can struggle with depth, because it's like they're always on kind of the surface and looking above things in a higher perspective, which is what we need in life. But sometimes when it comes to relationships, it's really important to slow down and not be scared of what's going to happen, because it's really about like expanding your awareness. So that's beautiful, guys. I love that for your tea leaf reading. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on for you guys. So let's have a look and see at the cards. We're going to pull some tarot for you. So what is the main card for group number 1? Okay, we have the Magician in the reverse. This is interesting because you are very fully capable of attracting a relationship. I think sometimes you think you're not. That's what I'm going to put her up, right? Because I think that's basically where you're going to be when you're in this connection. So let's get you a couple more cards. I'm going to bring down the brightness a bit because I feel like it's very, very bright. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. Okay, let's see. Group number 1. You guys, I'm seeing like a lamppost light turning on. It feels as if like something is being triggered for you to, it's like your heartbeat is being cracked open and like a light switch is turned on. So I'm feeling like the connection that you have with this person is going to be like a light switch turning on. You're going to be, I'm hearing associated, like you're going to be listened to, and there's going to be an association between you and this person. It's going to be really deep. Wow, there is so much beautiful intimacy with this relationship. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Like both of you are very body connected. It's funny because I did see that your head was disconnected from your body, but when you come into relationships, when you actually find this person, and I did kind of go into this reading today like with a kind of intention of it being authentic. So every relationship that's going to come up today is going to be authentic. So yeah, that is what I was feeling. We did have the star illuminated in your tea leaf reading. So you might be ginger, blonde or light brown hair, and the person is going to have dark brown curly hair or black curly hair. They might be tanned, very fit. I'm seeing they work out a lot, and there's somebody who they like to look really good. They have like a kind of like a Libra/Taurus connection to their appearance. Like they want to look really good, and they put a lot of effort into their appearance. So I'm hearing you've been connected to less than you deserve. A lot of the times you've been in a relationship where they've been distracted, they've possibly had addictions. This is not that connection. Like this person is very, very forward. They're very assertive, and there's somebody who loves their home. Like when you are intimate with each other, you love the home. Like it makes you love your home even more because it's really beautiful. Like the tantric energy between you two is creating this love. It's creating that connection between both of you, which I think is really, really nice. So let's have a look and see what you're bringing into the relationship. Okay, Rise, lovely. And what are they bringing into the relationship? This one here, Expansion. Wow, both of you are really similar. So that does make a lot of sense because the Sagittarius energy is quite expansive, and then we have Believe. Beautiful. So it's going to help you to believe in a higher power as well. I do have the song Higher Power by Coldplay in my head. I absolutely love that song. I'm obsessed with that song. I love, 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 love that song. Oh, we have a card that is a stray card. Let me grab her. Okay, so we have the Lovers. Beautiful. So it's funny how your card was love and then you have Lovers. So I feel like this person, the intimacy is going to be absolutely gorgeous. It's really interesting because they want me to hide the intimacy from this group. I do feel like it's either going to be, it's a surprise, but also you like privacy in your connection. So I don't feel the need to kind of go fully into the intimacy, but I will say your hair is going to be very, very used in this intimacy, like grabbing and like clawing and kind of like holding the hair. Your person might do your hair, like if you want them to plait it or something, they might brush your hair. I'm getting just a lot around coming away from the masculine and going more into the feminine. Like a lot of you guys have been very concentrating on your career and your goals, which is absolutely perfect. That's great. But it's also, you need balance. Like you need to do things for yourself sometimes as well. Like even work is doing things for ourselves. But a lot of the time when we are working, like for our career, we are doing things for other people. So it's really important to come back to your needs. You're definitely learning to have stronger needs with yourself and realizing what those needs are as well. You definitely hold the key. Like you are the key to this connection. So if you ever feel like you're wanting a relationship, you're feeling a little bit lonely, just remember to invest in yourself because you hold both keys. Like you are ready for this relationship at the right timing, because the star is all about divine timing. So this person is going to be around you when the timing is right. So okay, so let's have a look and see about your energy with this relationship and who you are in general, and then we'll have a look at your person. Beautiful. That's why I thought you had a lot going on, because oh my god, literally have Rise and Phoenix. Oh, that is like tarot porn right there. That is a satisfaction. Oh my god, I'm immensely satisfied right now. That's basically what you're saying to your mans after you've done the dirty. I'm so satisfied. I love that. Some of you need to lay off the coffee as well. You both drink coffee like no tomorrow. Because you burn off energy like no tomorrow. So it's like you always need to keep going, but you do need to learn to slow down, because your nervous system will basically take that on. So, okay, in the relationship, what's the relationship going to be like? Beautiful. Very, very knowledgeable. Both of you are really knowledgeable. You both are very, very mature, and you've basically struggled to find mature relationships because it's been such a long time since you've had a partner. So it's taking a while to actually find a relationship that really suits you and things like that. But I'm saying that you will meet someone. Like, you feel like you can't meet someone, or you're not going to be able to. You will meet someone, and it's definitely going to be somebody who matches you. And the peacock is essentially like an earthly phoenix. It's like showing up authentically for who you are. So this is how you're going to be in the connection. This is how your person's going to be. So this person's very similar to you. They're more earthy than you. So I feel like you're more air or water or fire. They're definitely more earthy. They're somebody who's really practical, but they are very, very fun and creative. And you are definitely somebody who's coming away from kind of being too practical. Like, you're coming more into your creative sexual juices, basically, which is so gorgeous. I want to pull you a couple more cards, actually. Just want to see what this relationship is going to bring for group number one. Okay. Dream, sweet, sleep deep. Oh my god, that is a tongue twister. So there's definitely an element to your psychic abilities. A lot of you guys are very psychic, and this person's definitely going to be part of your dreams, which is absolutely amazing. I love that. Oops. Ooh, I want these. Sensuality. Ooh, romance. I love that. That's lovely. All right, we have sensuality, we have grace and prosperity. So the more you concentrate on your own sexual power, the quicker this relationship will come to you. And I do feel as if it's about getting you connected to people who are the same gender as you, especially in friendships. Like, if you are, say, a female, you're attracting female friends. If you're a male, you're attracting male friends biologically. And the friends you meet will help you to be more vulnerable in relationships. And that's going to help you to meet this person. It's not going to be such a big deal when you meet them, in terms of, like, it's not going to scare you as much. And this is going to bring so much prosperity because your heart chakra is open. Your heart chakra, the more you open it, the more successful you're going to be in your career, because you're giving okay, not giving yourself away. That's not right, definitely not the right way of saying it. You're showing up for yourself, basically. Ow, I just hit my foot. Okay, so as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. This is you letting your boobs out. Great message, Vicky. That's it. Get your boobs out, guys. No, that was a joke, but that's actually quite a good one, because I do feel like it's you, like, exposing your chest area and being like, "Hi, boys. Who wants the piece of me?" I don't know. That's just what I was feeling. I love that. So basically, being more vulnerable. I love that. So you have 45, 21, 20, and 3. So those could be significant numbers. Age, maybe like door number, something like that. Could be like a code as well, like, you know, you have your phone code. What is it called? Area code? Something like that. So have a lovely day, guys. I hope this resonated with you. Rates and my crystal shop are below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading, guys. Okay. Ooh. So I'm focusing on these little holes. That is interesting. I feel like you have a gap in your life at the moment. Yeah, there feels like a gap needs to be filled. I'm picking up on, like, childhood stuff. So I'm going to connect to your energy, and then we'll have a look at your person. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys need to have an animal companion to help you along at the moment, even if it's like a fish. So a lot of you guys are, I don't know if you wear your hair in a bun a lot, but I'm seeing that really strongly. I'm seeing the letter C, and I feel like you guys need to focus on exercise and kind of moving your body a lot, because there's a lot of stuck energy. So I'm picking up a lot of you guys need to forgive yourself. You kind of blame a lot of everything onto yourself or onto the past, and thinking that you could have changed it when you don't need to change it. Okay, everything happens as it's meant to be. We all go through what we're meant to go through. So very similar to group number 1, actually, you have that masculine and this barbed wire kind of energy here. Oops, I just touched it. Barbed wire energy. So this is you becoming free of something. This is you not being dictated by your masculine side. I do feel like for you guys, it's really important to connect to your masculine side authentically and to not be so controlled by it. So basically like letting go of that ego a little bit more. So I also feel like a lot of you guys are very moony. You're somebody who's very intuitive, you're very gentle, and you're somebody who also lets people kind of think for you. So it's really important to come back to your power in that. The person you're going to attract is somebody who is very expansive, like they love life. They can get quite depressed, but that's like the past. That's like when they were younger and a teenager and things like that, kind of learning how to like live their life. So the ones I'm picking up on, the star signs, we have Pisces, Capricorn, Leo and Virgo. I was thinking Scorpio as well, actually. I am picking up very strong Pisces as well from this group, just intuitively. Okay, so I feel as if I'm hearing lead with your sun sign. So, we have the star being lit up as well. So that's very similar to group number 1, actually. So if you're drawn to group number 1, I'd highly recommend watching that one. So the star is all about divine timing. So you're definitely being asked to connect to your star energy. And we also have the luck here as well. So this person's going to bring you a lot of luck. And I feel like you could be between a move or a career move when you meet this person. Like you're in between, and then you might not have a lot of confidence because you think, oh, you know, they might not like me because I don't have a job, whatever. And that's not important. Like if someone doesn't like you because you don't have a job, then that is really like useless and ridiculous. Not useless, but ridiculous. Of course, if you're not determined, that's a bit of a different story, but a career does not define who you are. So I'm picking up that if you start speaking more in your career, you may be promoted or you're going to get like noticed more. I feel like in a group, you kind of shrink yourself down. So it's really important to get noticed more in that. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. I have some tea here, so we're going to mix her up a little bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, because I feel like this is too connected to that masculine side. Okay, let's see, that's better. Okay, so sometimes you just need to be shook up. We still have the star here, which is really nice. A lot of you guys are going to be global, like you're going to be noticed globally. So you might be online, you might be somebody who's noticed online. You might be into birth charts quite soon. That's gonna be part of your career. So if you ever want to be an astrologer, like that's going to be amazing. I'm seeing a flower here as well, like a lily. That's a really big sign for you. You might know someone called Lily in the higher realm, someone who passed on. Is there anything else? I'm seeing a rabbit, and I'm seeing 2 souls coming together. I'm picking up on June. So June could be a really good time for you guys. Is there anything else? Something else. Okay. I'm seeing somebody in like a suit. So you might have been somebody who worked in like an office for a while, and you may carry that burden of like having to have a 9 to 5. This person's really mature as well. So they kind of have a very similar energy to you, where it's kind of just really responsible, but can be a bit too responsible, where you kind of, it's detrimental to your health, where you're not really looking after yourself. So we have this side being lit up now. We have Capricorn and Aquarius as well. There's definitely something about oppositions. You might be with somebody who's opposite signs to you. Like I'm kind of seeing, because it's like completely opposite, that's kind of what I'm seeing. It might be somebody who's completely opposite. They could be a fixed sign as well, and somebody who really likes the ocean and the beach. Okay, so let's move this over here. So let's see what, let's get rid of the water. Okay, so you guys have held, so that's going to be the main element of your relationship. Both of you are going to be very, very satisfied, feeling very safe, which is lovely. So the main element is the Three of Cups. Yeah, Three of Cups. So this is really lovely. You guys are going to have a nice tribe around you of the same sex, so the same gender. This person loves your boobs. Your boobs are like really beautiful. Like they love your boobs. This is like the main pose that you like. You like literally being held. Like this is something that is really, really important to you. And there's this sense of like being noticed. A lot of you guys have gone through life and have never really felt noticed. Your partner's just going to notice you as like, this person has gone through trauma. Like your partner has been through a lot of trauma. And they have a very strong empathy for people going through trauma. They have like this Cancerian intuitive essence to them. And I'm hearing they're going to give you their essence. That is so kinky. Oh my God. So some of you guys could be pregnant with this person's baby. Or having a baby with this person. That's kind of a better way of saying it. So let's see what else is in this relationship. So we have the Three of Swords. So obviously number 3 is very, very significant for you guys. Beautiful. You have Judgment. So you're very tied together. You may have been through twin flame or manipulative relationships, and you know what it's like to feel red flags. Like you know what red flags feel like now, and you're not going to have them anymore. So you're going to go through like a big transformation in your relationships in the next few months, and you might feel quite unsettled, especially to do with close connections. But it's because you're getting comfortable with conflict, and it's going to help you to manifest a relationship where you've gone to the depths, so you don't have to go deep, do lots of shadow work when you're with this person. Queen of Wands, it feels like a lot of you guys are going to do, I'm hearing the dirty work before you meet this person. So a lot of you guys are going to go through a little bit of trauma or have been through trauma with people you're interested in. And it's because you're finding your worth without trying to advertise yourself almost or force a connection or anything like that. There's nothing like that. This is the brand new you where you're authentically showing off yourself without having to like force or anything like that. So the main thing I'm feeling is a lot of you guys like to be tied up. You like your legs being above your head if you're that flexible. You like your legs kind of being up. You like your legs being out. There's a lot to do with the legs. You have very fit legs. You might run, dance. I'm hearing sing, so you might be on stage. We have the King of Swords as well. So you've been around a lot of people where you've had to be like almost like a slave to them because they're so manipulative, but you felt like you can't escape, and that is something you're releasing now. A lot of trauma around relationships and having to like serve them. It's none of that now. Your person might have a foot fetish, or they might work with feet. They could work like as a reflexologist or somebody who works with feet. You or this person may work with feet as well, or the hands. So you might be like a masseuse or a manicurist or something like that. So we also have the element of music. Music is really calming. You might have music on when you're doing stuff together. There's a lot of jealousy that has been going on in the past. You're not having that anymore. There's no jealousy whatsoever. Both of you are very private. Your relationship is very private. So you might move to a place where there's hardly any people. You might move to somewhere where it's very out in the open. I'm hearing America, because America is much larger than England. So we do, like, I don't see a lot of nature a lot of the time where I am in the town. But you guys will definitely be around a lot of nature, like expansive nature. And if you are in England, you will find some nature somewhere. So what I'm seeing is there's definitely like a strong, powerful, universal connection between both of you. Like the universe is shoving you two together. This is saying that like Cupid's going to shoot you with his arrow. It's not like you're both going to be authentically committed to each other. And I'm hearing like a cleanse. So a lot of you guys might be going for like a juice cleanse or something at the moment, or like a detox emotionally. But yeah, it feels really, really nice. I'm seeing like a really intense sex drive. One of you is very like, or both of you, like I'm seeing a lot of like this going on, like deep kind of like intense penetration, like go, go, go. And I'm seeing like a long time. You go for a very, very long time. You have definitely have an insecurity around your hair. You might have to tie it up a lot because you might feel quite insecure about it. Your person keeps taking your hair down to try and get you comfortable with like letting your hair down and letting go of the control. This person's very easygoing, like they want to open you up authentically, like they don't want to force you. They're going to be very calm with you, and if you're worried about kind of connecting with someone who, you know, you've never met before, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to be a very authentic connection. So what you're bringing into the relationship, instincts. So this is going to be basically you, before meeting this person, learning to connect to your intuition and not being controlled by it. The person is bringing in heart-centered. Yeah, you're the more practical, they're more of the heartfelt. They're more kind of like in their feminine a lot of the time, whether it be male or female. And then the relationship's all about feeling worthy. It's all about feeling like you don't have to like earn this person's love or anything like that, or earn their affection. So let's get a card on your side. Beautiful. So both of you are very similar. So I always see the bear as like a really wholehearted, open, heart-centered animal. So both of you are very, very similar. Like both of you are very heart-led, but the things that you've been through have kind of caused you to close it up. So you are going to open up more, and you're going to be more able to be expansive. I'm seeing like your legs opening. So as I'm talking to my females here, like if you guys have ever struggled with pregnancy or anything like that, when it comes to just like opening up to that, it could even be like you don't even want children and then you suddenly want children all of a sudden. This is going to help you, this relationship is going to help you to open up the ovary area. And this is not to say like you can or cannot have children. It's more about like you're having a more strong connection with your sexuality as a woman, whether you have ovaries or not, because obviously not all women have ovaries, because sometimes complications happen. So I'm just seeing there's a stronger connection to your feminine energy and being seen as a feminine or a female, like being seen as a strong, empowered woman, and your partner seeing you as that, because there's so much like strong, dominant masculine energy on the earth, and it can be very, very dominated to women. Like the amount of times I've heard like men say, oh, I love women, but all they do is care about their looks and what they can give them. Like it's very tit for tat, you know, pun not intended. So your person's very instinctual. They're an empath. Like they lead with their intuition. You lead more with your heart. They're more intuitive. Even though you both are heart-centered, this person's very in their crown. They're very good at giving instinctual advice. So both of you, like I said, very, very similar. So when it comes to the relationship, the shark. Okay, so very unexpected. And you might be a bit scared of it at first because it's deep, very, very deep. And it's going to be very, very unexpected. Like you're not going to know when this person is around you and they're going to suddenly pop up. So, you know, just live your life and this person will come in whenever it's ready. Oh, yes. So it's funny because this reading is really like centered on authenticity. So the fact we have this card just is clarifying that. Who I truly am is good indeed. I'm authentic in thought, word and deed. That's so cute. I love that. And then we have the 10. So something is completing and it's going to be a loving pure connection. And I'm picking up some of you guys like being hung by your feet. Obviously not off the ground, like you're like lying on like a bed or a floor, but your legs are up like this. So she's lying down but her legs are up. There's something about legs in this group. Okay, let's get one more card. So we have strength. Sorry you guys heard my stomach, by the way. I need to eat. So we have strength. So this is basically you guys have gone through a shit ton and you're no longer having to guard yourself, which is really, really great. I'm so proud of you guys. So have a lovely day. Rates and my crystal shop up below and I'll speak to you soon. Oh, also last thing. So it's just got drawn to this person's genes. This person has their genes quite low, or like their outfits are really aesthetically pleasing. Like that is something that drew you to this person. And it's not like a shallow thing where you're like, oh, I only like looks. It's more about the fact this person's very well put together and it's your kind of aesthetic that you like, which is really nice. You might have Pinterest boards dedicated to this relationship. So have a lovely day and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. So you have a lot going on. I feel like every group has a lot going on. Maybe we just all have a lot going on. So group number 3. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys are artists. You're very, very creative. Your third eye definitely dominates you a lot because you're very intuitive. So I'm going to connect to your energy, and then I'll connect to the person that you're going to be connected to. So you guys are very Venus-y. You're very much in your feminine energy a lot, and you're very Libra. You like things that are aesthetically pleasing. You like things that are really pretty, very cute. You're also very sun and moon orientated. Like I said, you're very intuitive. So let me see. I'm seeing like a fox and an eye. So some of you guys are learning to connect to your intuition more, and the fox is definitely your omen. I'm seeing a beaver and a bear is also your omen. You connect very much to like woodland creatures, but there's an animal here that doesn't come from the country that you're in. So I'm picking up on bears and foxes and things like that. So I'm hearing letting go. You're letting go of a lot at the moment, and there's definitely something about speech. Like a lot of you guys suffer with trying to speak your truth. So there's definitely a need for you to do that and work on that. There's a lot of things that you can expect to come towards you in the next 2 to 3 months. The rim here I'm picking up, I mean the rim normally represents the past, but this kind of I'm feeling represents the future, like things are like coming in to your life, coming into the cup. So there's this about kind of the square, like the diamond. Diamonds could be quite a strong shape for you, so you could have like a kite that's a diamond, or you could have been given a diamond, or you're seeing diamonds a lot. And we have Herkimer diamonds, like quite a cheap diamond, so that could be a crystal that's been coming up a lot for you. So I am feeling like your luck is going to change when you start to let go of the past, and we start to let go of being held by other people, like held by people's opinions. Your person's going to be very mercurial. Mercurial, Mars? Mercurial. They're somebody who thinks a lot, they're very intelligent, and they're always thinking about you. They're going to be somebody who communicates a lot to you, sends you messages, sends you like calls, like they like to call you a lot. Let's just swirl this around a little bit. Okay, so I'm seeing this person has blue eyes or light eyes, so green or blue. There's somebody who could have a moustache, a goatee, or a beard, like not a thick beard, but like stubble, like, you know, thick hair. They have thick black brown hair, so they could have brown or black. I pick up on places like Turkey and Greece. They could descend from there. Their parents could be from there, or they could come from there. There's somebody who loves languages. That's why they're very mercurial. They love languages. There's somebody also who's very much in their heart a lot. They really, really care about you. They are somebody who've definitely been underestimated for their love. Like a lot of people have taken them for granted. And there's somebody who sees through things like no tomorrow. So very much like you, very intuitive. They're very good with maths as well. They're very good with numbers. Okay, let's see what else. They could have worked in a shop for quite a long time and enjoyed it, but they don't really do that anymore. They want to do something bigger. They want to do something more expansive. They're kind of in between. I feel like you're Venus and they're kind of in between Jupiter and Venus, like they're here. So they're needing to expand their love more, like they're needing to open up more to a relationship where they can share and be vulnerable. The good thing about the connection between both of you is because you're so deep, you're going to help this person open up and they're going to help you open up. Like it's going to be like a two-way street, which is perfect because that's what all relationships should be. And the Jupiter energy, it feels like this person is very good with travel. Like they're going to help you to travel more. You might be a homebody, like a hermit. They're quite extroverted. They're somebody who gets a lot of attention because they're so enjoyable to be around. So I'm picking up on Aries is really being highlighted. Aries, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, and Capricorn is the main ones I'm picking up on. I'm seeing the letter J, A, C, B, and D. I keep seeing like a smiley face. There's something about this person's smile that you love. You love their face, and it's very symmetrical. This person's really, really good looking. Like they could be a model. They could model for you if you're a photographer or something like that. All right, group number 3, let's see what's going on. So the main thing you're doing is healing before coming into this relationship. This relationship also is going to be extremely healing for you. Like it's going to help you to fully heal from a lot of karmic relationships. You've had a lot of things, I'm hearing detrimental to your health. Like they've really affected your health. You have definitely suffered because of your relationships. Like the way you've reacted because of the trauma you've been through, you've taken it on as your own and you've taken it on as something that it's just really hurt you and it's made you feel really uncomfortable. So I'm picking up like each letter means a certain thing. Okay, so they're just going to tell me. So I'm hearing H for happy. This is so cheesy, but this is what they're telling me. Happiness, expansion, attitude and living. So like the way you change your attitude to where you are and how you're interacting with people is going to help you heal and expand. It's going to help you to expand more in the relationships because you're able to just be yourself. Like you're not tying yourself to people and how they feel about you. So the main card is the 5 of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of trauma connected to this reading, and it's because you're just about to let it go, like you're just about to heal it, or you're literally in the midst of healing it. So you've definitely had a lot of jealousy. You've had a lot of like distant, dramatic, addictive people. Like people have always been like, you may have been cheated on, you may have had this distant kind of connection with the partners you're in. Like they've always been distracted, they've always wanted more, like the grass always green on the other side. Basically, this is the old you. Like you have always been distracted by things and other, like you've had addictive habits, and that has attracted people who've also been addicted to things. This is somebody you're going to let go of. You're completely going to let go of this old persona of yourself, and therefore you're going to let go of people who have tied to that. And it's because you are taking ownership of where you have chosen these partners. And yeah, it's very intense, but it's very kind of like methodical, like you're thinking it out very logically. So every aspect of you is being covered, like a lot of shadow work. This is exactly what I'm feeling, right? So this is your past, this is your future. This person is completely dedicated to you. This is not a sneaky energy. And the funny thing is this person could be an ex or an old relationship or friendship. They're very jealous of you and the partnership you have, because it's like they are very, very unhappy. The people you've been around are very unhappy. Like they don't feel satisfied within themselves because they haven't done the work. They haven't done the inner healing. And I hate the word work because it makes it seem like it's not fun. But oh my God, the sex life is going to be so beautiful. You're going to have sex pretty much every single day. So just contraception up, guys, because there's a very high sex drive between both of you. Like chemistry is on point. Both of you, it's really interesting. This reading is completely different to group number 1 and 2. Like I'm able to look at the intensity more of the sexual connection. The other two are more private. Like you're private, but you're not as private with your sexuality. You're very confident with it. Like you want people to honor their sexuality. Like you want people to express it, and you want to share it. You want to share it with your mans or your womans. And you want to heal, like you want to heal your connections with people. So like you two might actually be like a really strong couple where you set an example for people to express their sexuality more, or like tantric energy. Basically like you go to a higher depth, like you go higher and you go deeper with this person than you've ever gone with anyone else. Okay, so you have had a lot of blockages in your relationships, and it's because you're learning to love yourself more and you're learning to come back to who you are. The person you're going to be with is very mysterious. Like they won't fully come forward to you like with everything. Like you won't know who this person is when you meet them. Like when you meet them, you're not going to be able to see through them. Even though you're very intuitive, you won't be able to see everything because they're going to show you like what you want to see, basically. It's going to be kind of like a slow process getting to know this person, but both of you have the exact same values. Like you want like a really authentic life. You want a life where you're living off the grid with animals. You love animals, both of you love animals. This person is the guy that you need. Like even if you don't want a guy, this is people who want a guy specifically. Like if you've had any issues with father figure, this person's going to help, like really help with father issues. Same with like mother issues. If you've had mother issues, this person is going to help heal that. There's no judgment with love with this person. You're going to feel completely free, authentic, and there's going to be a completion. Something's going to be completed, and you're not going to have to worry about lack in this relationship. So this person, like you're going to have your ex pop up a lot when you are in this relationship, because they're going to know that you've moved on, because you've had a lot of like spiritual connections with people. Like you've had a lot of connections where your spirituality is kind of on the driver's seat and it's not healthy. Like basically there's been a lot of like trauma. So let's go to the more positive ones, because we're going too deep and it's kind of depressing me. So let's see what else. So we had the Magician and the Three of Pentacles. Your love is going to expand your career, and your person is so effing sexy. Like this person is very, very trustworthy. Like there's no worries about trust with this person. Longer hair, they have long thick hair, brown hair, quite a small nose, really beautiful eyebrows, thick eyebrows, and this person loves you like whatever you look like. They don't care. They want you to be authentic in yourself. They love your skin colour specifically. They just love like the colour of your skin. I don't know why they're picking up on that, but I don't think you'll ever hear them say it, but that's something that I'm hearing. It's just kind of like they're very specific. They love details. This person's very fit. They love their body. Like they want to have a very strong body. They might have something around their neck, like a cord and then like a crystal on it or something. It's just like a symbol. They just really like having that. They're very, very connected to tribes and realms and things like that. Like they're very high vibrational. So this person has definitely had their bout of addictions, but they definitely have done a lot of the inner work, and there's definitely like a new start with this. You are no longer being manipulated by anyone, and therefore it's just coming into a beautiful energy, and emphasis on the word coming. So red roses and red flowers are going to be very significant. The colour red is really strong in this connection. Like the root chakra is very emphasised, and you will move out of your parents' home. That's something I'm picking up on, like really strongly. Like that's just a blunt message for some of you guys. And this person could move in with you. I'm seeing you guys might get like a little caravan or something and like want to travel. So this person, I'm hearing I'm going to call you. So they're going to basically, you might not actually meet this person in person first. It might be online for about three weeks, and then you'll meet. Like I'm hearing a lot of phone calls and things like that. Their voice is very sexy. They could do really good audiobooks. Like they're really, really sexy. Dirty talk is amazing for both of you. You're bringing in divine and joy. Like you don't judge. You're not a judgmental person, and you've basically been shamed for a lot of the way you've been because of how authentic you are, and unfortunately it's because you've been around a lot of narcissists. Your person, very grateful. I love that. They're very present in the relationship, very, very present. Let's get another one actually to just kind of balance that out. Oh my god, I was actually picking up on the letter P. That's amazing. So you have pleasure. Beautiful. They love sex with you. Like if you've ever had any sexual trauma, I feel like this is going to be a very healing relationship for both of you. Yes, oh my god, this is so much about sex here, permission. This is amazing. Especially if you have been very dominated by a masculine energy. There's this sense of like the energy on the planet's really moving to a more balanced place between the feminine and masculine energy. This person is, you no longer need permission for anything. Like you're going to have sex in a car, in a van, in a tent, in like a park, like random places. And this person's very much in nature a lot. Like they work in nature. They could be a park ranger or something like that. Something to do with nature. They love working with children as well. They're quite like a very strong teacher. They want to be a teacher. Not in a school, but like in a class or a club or something like that. Like I don't know, an outdoor scouts club or something like that. They love being around nature. This is you coming into the relationship, light-hearted, sweet, gentle, and you feel free, like you're honoured for your gifts and your talents. This person's absolutely fucking fascinated by your job. They fucking love what you do. And there's something about what you do that they love. Like you don't do a lot of what other people do. Like your job's very different. So they look at you and they're like, whoa, you are fucking special. I need to have you in my life. Like they recognise how unique you are. There's no like, this relationship's literally like nothing you've ever had before. But it's because you've done so much healing that there's no chance of seeing any red flags anymore. Like, and if you do see red flags, they'll be highlighted straight away and you won't be with that sort of person. Okay, Cobra, beautiful. This person's very unique as well. You have a unique career. They have a unique like aura about them. You both are very unique actually. This person is very, very different to anyone you've met. Like you might want to avoid this person at first because you've always had people that are very surface, and being deep with somebody is quite scary at first. But this person's really intense. Their eyes are very intense, really sharp but sexy and beautiful. The sexual connection is literally off the charts. Like you will probably stop yourself from wanting to be physical, but you will really, really want to be physical. I really want to pull a crystal card. They keep pointing me to it. Oh, I love that. See the magic. That's beautiful. So this is going to be a really beautiful connection. This is asking you to get vulnerable, like not to doubt or dismiss it. Okay, so relationship. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. So we have the gazelle. So with the gazelle, I love how it's staring straight at me. So what this is showing me is like the cobra. It's kind of like they're taking responsibility and they're very mature, like they're very straight, head first into everything. And this person's really outgoing. The relationship's going to allow you to be gentle, just basically just let your heart and your soul expand. And you're going to create beautiful children if you want kids, because what it's going to be is like, it's going to be a really authentic family. Like both of you feel really good about each other. And what it is, it's like, it feels like a new life, because you are no longer like having to worry about other people or nurture other people. Like this person sees exactly your soul. It's actually so complicated as to how, like, it's so out of the realm that you ever had. It's really hard to actually explain, because you've had so much manipulation. It's like you can't even fathom having this sort of relationship. And that is, I'm hearing, very sad that you've had to go through that. And I'm sorry you've had to go through such a hard time. It wasn't your fault. It's not your fault. Okay? It's not your fault. But healing that trauma is going to help you so much. Okay. Oh yes, sexual connection through and through. Like I always associate creativity with sexuality. So if you're struggling to have, like, you know, raise your sex drive, is to get creative, like do things that are creative without any ties. Your creative career is going to bring you towards this partner. So if you ever thought about doing a career that's more creative, that lights your soul on fire, oh my God, it's going to be so good for you. Romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. That's lovely. I love the word sacred. That is your relationship. It's sacred. Yes, perfect. Justice is being served, girl. Like any person you've had in your past that has been an absolute asshole. I went to say the word with a C, but I like avoided it. You're no longer worrying about it, and you're no longer looking at evidence for things to go wrong. Like you're just like authentic and you're just showing up for yourself. Okay, we have courage. Yeah, this is about you feeling courageous enough to go into this. And I would say the best advice is to take one step at a time, one day at a time, and to admit how you feel about this person straight away, because that is how a relationship is built, through honesty. And if this person doesn't like you, then you'll know straight away. Like if you say, oh, I really like you, I want to carry this on, they're like, I'm not too sure, bye bitch. Like, because both of you will be directly connected to each other straight away, because you've both been searching for this deep connection. Like this is not for the light-hearted, this relationship. This is for those of you who have been through such deep intensities that you know how to handle them. You know how to handle the deep intensity. And this person and you have the most sexiest, deepest conversations ever. Like your person is like your role model, and they're like your role model. Like it's just so sweet. It's actually hurting my teeth. So have a lovely day, guys. My private reading rates are down below, along with my crystal shop, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, grit number 4. Let's get started with your reading. Okay, so I feel like you're waiting for a sign. Like you're waiting for I think you're going to get a phone call or a text or an alarm. Like you might not have even set your alarm. And that's something that's going to happen. Something's going to pop up in terms of luck. So I'm going to focus on your energy first, and then we'll have a look at your person. So at the moment, your main focus is to focus on your spirituality, your intuition, because that's going to help you to make clearer decisions. A lot of you guys are going to feel a lot freer in the next couple of weeks. There's a sense of like clearing out something, and you've definitely done a lot of clearing. You're focusing a lot on your masculine side. Your person's going to be more masculine as well, which is why you're focused on your masculine. You may have been drawn to, say if you are into men, you may have been drawn to being around a lot of men, or you may have noticed there's a lot of men around you and less women. If you're attracted to women, you've noticed there's a lot more feminine energy, a lot more females and feminine energy rather than males. This is because if you're attracted to that gender, you are basically going to attract that. That's because you're attracting it very soon. So we have a lot of star signs. The main one that's highlighted here is Aquarius. I feel like the main ones are Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Taurus and Aries. Virgo as well. Yeah, those are the main ones I'm picking up on. So I also feel like you are trying to get a goal sorted, like you're trying to achieve a better career, or like you want to get a promotion of some kind. I'm seeing you need to get your foot in the door more. Like if it's not applying for careers or jobs, it's basically to let people see you more. So get yourself out online more, kind of do more posts, or find out what sort of avenue you want to go down. Because it's like focus on one thing at a time. So your person is very, very open-minded, really in their heart chakra. They're somebody who is very free, very fun, and they love animals. They love anything to do with animals and things like that. And my ear is ringing as well. But I've actually had both my ears ringing. This person wears headphones a lot. They love music. They kind of use music to drown stuff out as well, though, because they're very sensitive. They may have a slight ADHD or something like that, like tendencies, because they get distracted a lot, like a lot. So it's because they're extremely creative. A lot of creatives definitely have sometimes mental health, because basically they're kind of between like the physical and the spiritual realm. So it can be hard, it can be very difficult. So this person definitely has had a practical career, and they're leaning more towards a spiritual or creative career. They want something that's going to make them happy, and they definitely are somebody who likes balance. They like things that are balanced both ways. There's somebody also who loves music that quite like rock music or punk, or like I'm picking up on like Skrillex. They might like things that are quite intense. And this person you're going to meet them on a specific moon. I'm picking up on a waxing gibbous or a full moon. And I feel like I'm hearing, this is so random, but for those of you who have periods, you might actually have a period when you're meeting this person. Oh my God. Let's see what else. So there's lots of hearts around you. So look out for hearts as a symbol. And I feel like this person is like the light in your life. Like they're very sunny. They're not somebody who's very miserable. Like they're very, very fun, very light-hearted. And they're also somebody who's very creative. They're going to help you to get more comfortable with expressing your creative abilities, and get you more comfortable with just basically expressing yourself. You might come from quite a strict family, and they're going to help you to basically express that more. Let's get rid of this water. Okay, so basically your relationship is all about grace. So a lot of the time is your relationships have been very uncomfortable and quite destructive, and you've had a lot of connections that have just been really, destructive. It just made you feel like tower moments constantly. Like they've not been a sense of pleasure for you. In some aspects, yes, but a lot of the time you've kind of had to force yourself to be someone you're not, which is definitely not what you're going towards. I came into this reading with intentions of authentic relationships, so that's kind of what we're aiming for here. Okay, so we have Queen of Pentacles. Don't be afraid of conflict. A lot of the time you're kind of afraid of people's comments or descriptions of you, and it's not important. This person, they're quite hidden. I'm picking up for you guys, it might take a while for this person to manifest, but it's not a waste of time. It's really important for you to focus on what you love, because I feel like you're not fully established in the career you want to do yet, and that's important. It's not to do with the career or the money, it's to do with your life purpose. It's like you've got to find your life purpose, because that's your direction to your partner. Because I'm feeling like your purpose is all over the place. A lot of you guys are Geminis or are air signs. Like your ideas are just splattered all over the place, and a lot of the time you're trying to get validation from outward sources like friends and family, and you're not going to get the validation you want until you look within yourself. Intuition and meditation is going to really help. So you are definitely somebody who's not as confident with your body. So they're going to help you to unwrap you. That sounds really kind of weird, but they're going to help you to unwrap around being more vulnerable with your body. You may have had a bit of uncomfortable times with physical intimacy, but this person is very, very physical with you, and you might not want to be intimate for the first couple of months. It's just not really it's not really on your mind. I don't see you having an extremely high sex drive, because you do struggle with your creativity, because it gets blocked quite a lot because you worry about what other people think so much. So it's really important for you to get in your body. Your root chakra and your sacral are going to be really important to work on. Lovely. Very much a soul connection. I'm hearing soul time and soul ties. So this person's going to come in at a time when basically you're ready. I'm thinking a lot of you guys have definitely had very strict relationships with parents, and it stops you from thinking that this person's ever going to come into your life. I'm hearing you're used to people, you're used to saving people, or you want someone to save you subconsciously. getting really conscious about where you're worrying and lacking in trust is going to really help you to manifest this person, because you definitely lack trust in manifesting, or you lack your abilities to manifest when actually you're very good at manifesting. You just got to have that confidence in yourself and realizing that when you are showing up for your gifts, you're showing up your gifts into the world. The world needs people's gifts. Like, that is how we help humanity. With the Star, you might actually you're going to meet someone like naturally through fate. You could meet someone through some sort of, like, it sounds really weird, but like a disaster. That's really weird, but like, let me elaborate. So you could be like a counsellor who's helping this person, or like, okay, it's really hard to explain. Basically, you say you're a counsellor and the other person's also another counsellor. You both have been through trauma, which has led you to be a counsellor, and therefore that is how you meet them, because they do the same career as you. The Knight of Swords is, once you get comfortable, the sex is going to be beautiful, very intense, really like a lot of whips and chains and ties and vibrators and toys and everything. It's loads of this stuff everywhere, because you're just so excited, like you're now ready. And a lot of you guys are fixed signs, like if we really do struggle with trust. And I'm picking up a lot of you guys, this person has a connection to small animals, like they might have like a rabbit or a hamster in their home. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this person's very dedicated to their career. Like I said, they're very creative. They have a creative career, or a career that it feels really pleasurable to be in this career. Like, they feel really good about it. So we then have the Nine of Pentacles. You are definitely worried about trust. There's a lot of people that have caused you to not feel like trustworthy. That's why you're quite private about your body, because you've not had a lot of privacy in your life. And it might be because you're quite popular, quite maybe even famous, but it could be also that your family doesn't give you a lot of privacy. So this person, it's really important for both of you to feel safe, to then be physical. And I feel like there's going to be like a step process, like I'm hearing 1, 2, 3. It's like 3 things that are going to kind of be in the way before you meet them. I'm picking up on, like, the first one is like meeting, getting to know each other. The second one is deepening intimacy. And the third one is creating a sexual connection. Like, you're going to be friends first. This person's going to love your booty though. And you're going to love wearing dresses around this person. This person allows you to just express yourself with your fashion. They love the way you express yourself with fashion. I'm hearing unusual. You have quite unusual fashion, because what is unusual fashion? Just anything. And I feel like a lot of you guys, that's very important to you. The physical aspects of this person, they could have ginger or light hair. And you may make a baby that's quite pale, because one of you is very pale. And that might be like the dominant gene, because I'm picking up on this baby and he's very pale. And this woman's very pale as well. One of you is very pale. One of you has freckles or a lot of moles. Okay, I heard the one with a vagina. My intuition is so blunt. So those of you who have a vagina, you might be the ones with freckles, okay? Let's just say that. You might have freckles around the vagina area, or you might have a mole somewhere that you're quite insecure about, and you try to hide it, and this person's like, no, let's put the lights on, girl. I want to see you naked. Okay, so we have faith, we got ask and pause. So is okay, words. Is this them or their person? This is them. Okay, so basically, yes, okay, that makes sense. So the more you pause, the more you're going to be able to make decisions for yourself. And this is going to be what you're going to be like in the relationship. You're going to rely on the universe a lot more than normal, which is great. And I also feel like you might have a strong faith to do with spirituality or religion, or it's also to do just trusting that this person is the right one. Yeah, this person, like I said, this is how you're going to meet your person through your calling. This person is definitely needing to get stronger with their needs and wants. They're needing to be in a creative career, but they do stuff that down. They're very Piscean, like they're very much in their head and very intuitive. And they're very, very, very introverted and creative. Have creator and confidence. Yeah, both of you are strong creators. You could easily do a career together or a project together that brings something to the world that is needed. You may both even be like healers, and you may help people heal through your healing abilities. Okay, they're giving me a crystal card. Let's just get one out. Okay, lovely. We have recall your dreams. So you could have strong dreams about this person before meeting them. There's definitely a strong esoteric kind of connection. And then we have allow yourself to receive. Exactly. So a lot of you guys have a lot of good ideas, but you don't ever execute them because you never feel like they're good enough. Just go for it. Like, don't even think about it. Just go for it. If you got the intuitive hit, absolutely go for it. I'm hearing no judgment, because both of you are learning to receive. Lovely. Coming out of the darkness. You may have like a 2 or 3 year period where nothing happens in your love life, and then they suddenly come in because you've needed to be really deep, and you might not even have a lot of friends at that time. It's because you're needing to not have any distractions. That's going to be you coming into a relationship, and that's going to be them coming into a relationship. Very strong air sign, but for both of you. Like both of you could be a very strong air sign, like really like a lot of air in your chart. And we have Phoenix, that's your relationship. Both of you come in to the relationship very scared, very kind of like inward, and then you both explode on each other sexually and physically and emotionally. It is such an explosion of the sacral, and yeah, it's like it's well needed connection. Like it's definitely fated. It's really, really authentic. And the dragonfly, this person's very mercurial. They talk a lot. They talk a lot. You're somebody who talks a lot in your head, but you don't ever say anything out loud. This person, complete opposite. Lovely. And that is why we had that Phoenix. You're coming into healing and needing to heal a lot of your connection to your body and your power, especially if you are a woman. Because a man, especially, okay, it doesn't really matter about the gender. What I'm feeling is because it's like the connection towards your feminine power. So if you're a female, your feminine power is so important with this connection. If you're a male, your masculine power is really important because it's getting you to connect to that sexuality. That is why a lot of you guys are going through healing, is because this is part of your destiny to meet this person. Like it's so, yeah, definitely. Very much about confidence, healing that confidence side of you. And this person, this is kind of their side, this is your side. They're definitely all about that knowledge, and they love knowledge. They like to be prepared before they go into anything. Like they're quite logical, and that could be why they struggle letting go of things, and you are definitely letting go as well. Letting go of your expectations of relationships. Like you definitely have an expectation of relationships and how they are and how they have been, and it's going to be basically this person's going to wash all that away. It's going to be like, this is what connection is, and it's going to open your heart chakra. Lovely. So your purpose right now to manifest this relationship is to get really laser focused on your goals and actually go for them instead of just waiting around, because no one's going to do it for you. You got to get that. You got to meet the universe halfway. So have a lovely day. I'm hearing don't worry about your timing as well. Like timing is so irrelevant with this relationship. Like if you're meant to meet this person, it'll be at the right time. Like it's not going to be something that's going to be lacking. Okay, have a lovely day. I hope this resonates with you guys. Remember to speak your truth, express your creative side, and I'll speak to you soon. My private reading rate and my crystal shop is below, and I'll speak to you very soon.